Yeah, hi everybody, Dr. Tosin here. So today just got off work early because I've got to come for a speed awareness course. Yeah, I got caught speeding. Don't know how. Actually, I think I do know how, but yeah. So that's what we're here for. 3 hours of grueling boredom. Yeah, wish me luck. All right, guys. So we're in the middle of the course now. Just been halfway through the course, learned a few new things, very interesting stuff about speed limits and why they matter, and we're about to go back for the second part. Alright guys, so done with the speed awareness course, actually called the National Speed Awareness Course. Got myself a logbook from it. Can you see that clearly? Let me see, get my hands off there. Yeah, that's the reflection in the light. That's it. National Speed Awareness Logbook. Yeah, so not actually a bad course. Well, talking about spending 3.5 hours there, I thought it was going to be the most boring thing ever, but I have to admit I did learn some things. Yeah, I learned a couple of things from the course. Nodded off a couple of times. Yeah, the national grid actually even put the light off. Yeah, so we're without power for better part of 1 hour. Thankfully that coincided with the break time where we had some coffee and some funny biscuits. Actually nice biscuits. Can't remember what they were called now. Can't remember. Yeah. So yes, going back to the course, quick points. Now this was quite interesting. Yeah, different types of speed limits in different areas. You kind of realize that I've been driving for a while, and there are actually a lot of things you thought you knew, but well, I thought I knew that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and one thing that stood out, things that stood out for me from the course were, let's see, 2 seconds. I'm trying to get to the page where I had to write it down. I found myself taking notes. Yeah, found myself taking notes. Yeah, speed perception. Talking about a change in speed. Now, if you're driving at 30 miles an hour, obviously it will take you 1 hour to cover 30 miles. Yeah, logical. Yeah, and if you're driving at 31 miles an hour, you only save 1 minute and 23 seconds. Not that much, isn't it? Not that much. Yeah, but here comes the key part. Let's see, I had to write that down. Slowing down. Yes. Now the difference in distance when you slow down from 31 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour. So what am I saying? Yes, so if you were going at 30 miles an hour and you wanted to slow down and you press the brakes, you would probably come to a stop in about I didn't write that. There was it 5-10 seconds. Yeah, but the difference if you are going at 31 miles an hour will give you an extra 5 meters distance. So that's what it means. So 31 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour is a difference of 5 meters when braking, which could mean the difference between the time you hit someone or you don't. Nice. Yeah. And obviously we had to talked about overall stopping distance, combination of thinking distance and braking distance, blah blah blah, all that's there. And yeah, found out that just talked about a lot of other things there. Let me just look for one nice area where I think might have been interesting to me. Oh yes, we talked about the 2-second rule. Key thing to tell yourself is only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Yeah, that takes 2 seconds apparently. I think my problem might be longer than that. And yeah, we learned about something called COAST. COAST stands for concentration, observation, anticipation, space, and time. Those are all things we use while driving to identify hazards, anticipate things coming out, and plan for them. Yeah, that was quite interesting actually. Found myself chatting about other things with people regarding obviously things that might be different, and we find that everybody's perception of what speed is or distance is quite different. Yeah, Yes, and yeah, I also learned about smart motorways. Like, yeah, shout out the M25 is a smart motorway, and computer and sensors automatically adjust the speed. And yeah, found ourselves saying at times when you're on the motorway and there's traffic and you're wondering, oh, is there a big crash up in front? And you get up in front and yeah, the road's clear. You're like, yeah, what was the traffic for anyway? Apparently, it's because the smart motorways work like a funnel system where they kind of slow the traffic down to allow that one to clear in front. So when you are getting there, obviously it's cleared, so it looks as if there was nothing there. But obviously, the roads are working. That's why that's happened in the first place. Interesting. Yes, the street light rule. Right. Question asked us is, how do you identify the speed limit on a road? Guess what? It's by using street lights and signs. So for instance, if you get on a road and you see street lights, you automatically assume or should know the speed limit in that area is 30 miles an hour unless otherwise stated. Interesting, yeah? And if you get on a road that has no street lights or no markings or no signs, even if it's a small road, you should assume national speed limit applies. And yes, it's national speed limit, so it's a bit of a tricky one. Obviously, speed limit is different for cars, motorcycles fall in one group. If you're towing a vehicle, it's another group. Lorries, another group. Long goods and heavy vehicles, another group. Yeah, that was a whole bunch. I won't bore you with that stuff. But yeah, and speed signs. So unless there's a speed sign on the road telling you the speed of the road, if there's nothing on the road, no speed signs, no street lights, you naturally assume the speed limit is national speed limit. It's national speed limit to apply to that area. Yeah. Yeah, other things we learned about stuff. Good website to check out is the bluelightaware.org.uk, and also the NDORS website, NDORS.org.uk. Yeah, so this was what we learned. Shout out to everybody. Thank you very much. Drive time home now, yeah.